Guys, we have got a celebrity up in chat. If you want to go ahead and chat to the Muslim, he is there giving his words of wisdom, and quite some words of wisdom as well. He replies to people individually, so you can have a little word with him. And we are live here. Qurk vs Jimpo, TVT, Delta Quadrant.
Yeah, I think I don't like this map actually as a PvT actually as a Protoss. I think the main bases are very easy to drop. And I think also the very open base for harassment. The sides are very open, and I think this could actually be an issue in this game versus these two towns. So Medivac with Marauders, base trading or something, not base trading, but sniping off buildings, trying to move the opponent's tanks, all that good stuff.
Oh, here we've got, it looks like we've got Jimpos pointing at this 7 o'clock position. We've got Qurk at the 11 o'clock up top, and this game is going to go on for a while because both these players are very experienced. They both know exactly what they're doing. What do you think we're going to see from this? I made the point before in a previous cast that as in a TVT, you can actually go just about anything you want and make it work for yourself. I mean, you can go out Thors, you can go out mass Vikings, you can go mass. I saw mass. Ravens the other day. I don't know if you saw that recommended replay on Go4sc2 Gamers.
No,
it was crazy.
Mass Ravens.
Oh man. Mass Ravens in TVT. And you know who won? The Mass Raven guy won, and all he built was Ravens. It was crazy, man. It was absolutely crazy.
What?
Yeah, it was the maddest game to watch. It was the game itself is I think about 40 minutes long.
Okay, I see that.
And
I love Ravens,
the Mass.
And I've been I played Terran in phase 1 of the beta, Zerg in phase 2, and Terran again at the beginning of release, and now I'm playing Protoss. And I was devastated when they changed the Hunter-Seeker range to 6 instead of 9. I mean, I was playing around with those Hunter-Seeker missiles. I love Hunter-Seeker missiles. And just mass Raven against the Zerg, building out of turrets on every expansion he wants to take and just messing with him. So I was devastated when they changed that range to the Hunter-Seeker. I was like, now I can't kill Hydralisk. How will I ever deal with that? And then I noticed the tanks own those, so I was like, oh, never mind.
I was playing Zerg in beta phase 1, and I'd play a lot of 2v2, and of course the Ravens would always come out in 2v2s. And with that extended range, man, it was deadly for Zerg. I couldn't do anything. I mean, these Hunter-Seeker missiles would come in from a mile away, and I'd be so screwed. I wouldn't know what to do. And I had to quickly micro out my...
I heard, I'm sorry to kind of push you away,
all
but
good,
I actually heard that it's a rumor, I'm not sure if this is true, but they nerfed the Hunter-Seeker range because in 2v2, if you have two Terrans camping up and going mass Raven, you couldn't win. It's almost impossible to win against it, Mass Hunter-Seeker all over the place, but I don't know if that's true. I would think that mass Templars feedback would work quite effectively, but who knows. Let's get back to the game actually.
Yeah, so far as builds are concerned, looks like we've got a second racks going up for Qurk now, and no such second racks from Jimpo. Jimpo instead, he's built a factory and he's got a tech lab ready and waiting for it, so he's probably going to be maybe putting that there on the tech lab, yeah, as I thought. Factory's flying over to the tech lab, getting something a little different from Qurk here. Looks like we've got a starport up. Yeah, and that starport is going up now, so he might be doing a little bit of harass or maybe just working on his bioball early on. It's an interesting touch, a couple tanks come out, that's the end of your bioball right there.
Yeah.
What do you think we're going to see here?
Actually, I'm kind of very interested. I don't want to commit to anything because this Qurk style we're seeing right now can be kind of anything. I think it's a bioball, honestly. It most likely is. Getting the high mobility and trying to expand while you keep the opponent in the base. And we actually do see most likely some Hellions play by Jimpo. We do see the pre-igniter going up, and I'm very interested in. Oh yeah, there's a starport. So probably Hellion drop by Jimpo. And very devastating if he can sneak past any Vikings that the Qurk is gonna do. But he seems like he's doing the medevac. Again, he's actually queuing up medevacs. So this Hellion drop by Jimpo could be very devastating. without any Vikings to really shut down the medevacs. They can sneak into the base. It's very open, as I'm showing you on the stream. Many actually, a complete side you can drop in 360 degrees actually. So.
Yeah, and as you can see, Orc also going marine heavy here, and that upgrade on the Hellions is just it's going to be quite deadly. You know, that Jimpo coming in with his Hellions, he's got 4 up in that medvac now. Looks like we are going to see the drop, and that can actually work very well against those Marines. I mean, those Marines do not have that stim upgrade yet. They almost got it, but if that drop lands in the next few seconds, I think those Marines might be a little screwed unless they can nail down that medvac in time. Let's see if he can do just that. He will probably spot it, yeah.
He just spotted it. I was just looking at Orc's view. He just saw it, but I don't think he actually saw it himself. We could see it. Oh, he moves his workers now. Nice. Will Jimpo get some workers? 24 workers for Orc right now. Let's see if he gets one at least.
Oh, there's those Hellions wreaking havoc with those Marines, as I said. Ooh, a couple Marines going down, but he's still got a few alive. And I think that Jimpo could have got a little bit more length out of those Hellions if he had just microed them a little bit better, maybe focused on the Marines first. Of course, that Marauder did pose some problems with him, that Marauder doing quite some damage to the Hellions.
Even though he didn't kill a lot of SOVs, he killed about 3. He did pull all of the Orcs SOVs off the mineral lines, and he's currently 10 workers ahead actually. So Jimpo is looking very strong for this mid game, and if he goes tank now and expands, he could secure this game honestly. Lots of Marines for Orc. I'm surprised, or I'm gonna be interested to see if Jimpo can defend this. Where is Jimpo's medevac? It's over at the side, so he might need this medevac that we are seeing over here to actually hold off this defense. Or hold off this beam, sorry.
Oh, it looks like he's going to be doing a drop of his own. He's not going to use the Hellions to defend at all. But look at these medvacs getting dropped from Orc at the expansion by the destructible debris. This is going to be nasty for Jimpo. Of course, he's hoping that Orc comes in the main, but in fact he's gone around the side, and this is not ideal for him. Ooh. There goes one bloody, but that's definitely not going to last. Of course, he does have that stim.
So he gets a good concave. Oh yeah, nice. I like this. Finally moves up, but his concave is a bit bad. But so is Jimpo's actually.
Yeah, it's not ideal position. Oh, Jimpo a little late with the SCVs there, and he will lose a couple in this fight. If I'm taking a look at the income tab, looks like we do still have a mineral worker advantage for Jimpo, so he managed to pull himself in the lead there. That's Hellion drop going on for Jimpo in Oryx base right now, not very effective. He managed to pick out a few SCVs, but not very many at all. And it looks like both players' econ still safe despite these harasses. I think Jimpo is going to be the first one to take the lead here in terms of econ. I mean, this command center is almost about up.
I think actually that Jimpo did kind of get the best thing out of that. I think he looked a bit more solid. He still has the worker lead. His expansion is about up. He won the battle in his base, okay. I mean, he didn't really lose anything. While Orc had to pull workers off minerals a longer time than Jimpo had to, and the expansion is still going up. So I'm surprised Jimpo isn't going tanks now.
Yeah, I was just about to say, where are the tanks in this game? I was expecting Orc to go tanks as well. I mean, look how marine heavy these armies are. Craziness.
It's an interesting thought actually. Heavy Marines from the opponent, or at least 50-50, and cheaper Hellions than tanks, going heavy bio and Hellions, and saying I don't want my tanks to get sniped, I'm just gonna try and snipe your Marines with my Hellions. It's an interesting idea, instead of bio tank, it's bio Hellion maybe. I mean, could work.
Could. Now Jimpo, he hasn't put down this expansion of his just yet, and as you can see, like Oryx already almost got his up. So, despite putting up that expansion a bit earlier, it's not serving him too well, and he may want to consider putting that down pretty soon and putting some SCVs on some minerals for it. There it is, moving out now.
Yeah, we do see Jimpo's gas going up, getting higher. I would like to see more Ravens, and we do actually have 2 idling medevacs for him at his starport. So, Jimpo not playing perfectly either, but he's definitely looking stronger in my opinion. And actually, Orc has catched up caught up. That's the word. Caught up in SCVs. He's 32 to 35 now, and he is controlling the center. So.
Yeah, it's so crucial to control the center. That Zelna gets so much sight from that. As you can see, Qurk now has got this command center up for him at his natural, and this is actually neck and neck. Both players very, very tight here. Oh, it looks like Jimpo has taken that center from Qurk. Qurk may be caught unaware there. How handy would a tank be right now for Qurk? I mean, this pressing force from Jimpo is just going to hurt him so much. He's forced to bring out the SCVs, but he doesn't have the numbers. And I think Jimpo's got this game. Look at that. Oh, man. Perfect position. Jimpo just taking this one. No props.
This really shows how mean pure Marine is, or basically almost pure Marine is, against a non-tanking player. Like you have a player like Qurk that goes a mixed army, and the DPS of the Marines, destroys Marauders. So, and some nice mana from Qurk, and Jimpo played very solid, and he won.
I think Jimpo just kept a close eye on Qurk there, made sure he didn't have any tanks, masked up the Marines, moved in there. He knew that he had the win there, just because he had the slight econ advantage. That early SCV advantage really worked in his favor, just to put out a few more Marines than Qurk, and he just got things out there.
Yeah, I think you're right. He had a very good idea what his enemy's army composition was, and he felt no pressure to change out of the heavy Marine. So. There was nothing really anything, pushing him. We saw the one drop from Qurk, or push up, or what you want to call it, and he defended that quite nicely. So.
Great. Well, we are going to get another game underway as soon as we can. We will be stalking Jimpo for now until I find someone else to follow. Of course, I don't think that Jimpo is all that bad. So he's quite a good one to follow. And we still have the Muslim in chat answering all your questions, so you can do all that. He's also brought up an apparent rumor that there will be a 10% speed increase to something, but I'm not going to tell you what. You guys are going to have to check out the chat in Go4sc2 Gamers and get chatting over there, get interactive, and give us some feedback on the stream as well. I'd love to hear it.
That's unfair. I want to know what the 10% boost is about. And you can't even write it to me, because if I read it, the stream reads it. So that's unfair. You're gonna have to tell me after the stream is done.
Yeah, I'll fill you in. No worries.